Hey, hello. Earnings calendar. Let's see. Wednesday, September 18th. And I'm looking, of course, at the thing that has a moon next to it for earnings after hours. I see Sangoma Technologies Corporation, $196 million market cap. Let's take a look at this also. It is definitely like just looking at the market cap itself, SCS and Sang. I don't even really need to take a look at the chart to understand that that's probably a very illiquid thing, but we can take a look at it. Let's put two things next to each other. So we'll have Steelcase here. And want to make sure to go to these extended trading hours. All right, we'll be patient with this. And then Sang. Let's take a look. Sangoma, it's this, right? Sangoma Technology Corporations. Let's take a look. Oh, this is kind of like a penny stock, $6.20. What's up, Mr. Reporter? You're back, man. You've been around for a while. I'm looking at this chart here. It's supposed to have its earnings also today. Let's take a look here on the 5 minutes. See, that's what I mean with illiquid. It's basically just gapping up and down without having proper volume on there. You definitely want to scale up to a higher time frame. But this is somewhat interesting to me. I actually think that this Sangoma stuff is going to make a run up to $7.30 to here. I think that's where we probably want to come back to. And I'm saying that because we were basically downtrending with lower low, lower high, another lower low, and now we have a higher high in comparison to this high. So if we pull back, it's actually likely to hold higher lows. Actually, this is maybe an interesting find. Let me see. And I can't promise any volatility, of course, but I'll have a level at 594 for starters. And I'll have a level below that. Let me check, 399. And then I'll put one last option for this to hold a higher low at 333. So I'm quite literally going to need to see either this holding up very high or nuking down, hitting a lot of stop losses, getting to here and then carving out a higher low from either 399 or 330. Let's go to the 5 minute time frame. Definitely not your Nvidia to watch, of course, for earnings. Let's get some volume in here. I'm not even sure if this is gonna move at all. Let me have a look. I'm so sorry for being clueless. No idea what you're talking about, dude. I think you did a great job. I was almost starting to worry that my screen was freezing, but apparently it's not. So this thing on the right here, really some thin air, but yeah, probably makes its way up to 730. And Steelcase, I'm just gonna wait here, gonna take it very slow here. This can instantly gap down and run to these blue lines as well. So I want to take my time here. Just remind myself where I took that resistance from. That comes from this wick here on the weekly. So that is resistance until you basically close above that wick on the weekly time frame. But maybe that is already a level where on the lower time frames we can maybe get and hold above that. So 1447, that's important. Looks like that's what we're wicking from right now. So let me just put the volume on this, because I may imagine that if you would enter this with any kind of size, that you're basically going to move the price yourself, and that's not a good thing. That's definitely not what you want. Let me take a look here. And this is on New York Stock Exchange, right? 1K volume. Before that, 7K, 22K. Well, very, very, very dubious charts, to be honest, with all these with all these gaps. Let's see. Can we actually get some fundamentals in here? Steelcase. Oh, that's not what I want. Strong results compared to prior year, including, you guys can read for yourself, 49 million operating income, etc. I really don't attach any value to any of this, as do I not care about interest rates, anything, just really focused on the essence, which are these levels. But looks good, right? Reports, just kind of reading over this quickly myself. Yeah, looks like they're on like they're on point. Well, I'm going to let it. Oh my God, I would become. Yeah, this is the last thing. What I would, honestly speaking, would want to go over all of this stuff. This, so I'm not gonna do that. Oh, there we go. This is way more interesting. Let's see if this candlestick can actually make its way to one of these blue levels, as I said. You definitely can teleport there. So that's looks like we're doing that. And the volume here, 326. This can instantly wick back up and then aim and then go higher. So this is very dubious. So it looks like reports to Q2 revenue $855 million versus estimates of 864 million. I mean, that's $9 million. That's quite a sum of money, but you got to look at things in perspective, of course. Let me just figure out for one moment what the market cap is on this thing. 1.6 billion. 1.6 to 1.5. So that's $100 million shred in a few seconds here. And man, they are really spamming me with their with their numbers. Jesus. And I also want to do the same thing on Sangoma for a moment. Look at the market cap. 216 million. That's close to what we saw here, right? 196 is probably what it was before today. And honestly speaking, this Steelcase thing, if this wants to give a massive earnings nuke, maybe this comes on the radar for a good play tomorrow. So what I'm thinking to myself is the lower the better. I see 1132. Let's see the move below 1132. That does not go very far. Let's get back above, and then let's take a long entry when we get back above with a stop loss on the new low after everybody's basically rinsed out of the market. Let's see. Man, constant spamming is what I call that stuff. Let's see. 1.65 billion market cap is, let's see. Yeah. Steelcase looks more interesting to me than some Sangoma, just because the way that this has no volume in it is just, yeah, it's an uptrend for sure, and you can probably see that a bit better on the Heiken Ashi candles. But yeah, honestly speaking, if I need Heiken Ashi candles already to put on my chart to kind of make it make sense, that's not what I like. This is kind of what I like. This is what I like. Let's rinse the whole market that is long. And then let's take a position from lower. Actually, we'll put this chart smaller, Sangoma, and I will add in some more levels because maybe we need to go lower than 1132. Let's just remind ourselves for a moment. What is this actually doing bigger picture? It's like a range. It's not really a clear uptrend, right? We've basically gone sideways in a range. Looks like we're actually at a very important level here. All the way from back in 1998. So that's that high from 1998. Same company. That already makes it interesting. This thing has traded for many decades. Looks like we're coming close. Let's see on the 5 minute here. Now we're of course moving down. So this is interesting to me if this can take out some stop losses. And let's figure out a couple more levels. And just gotta fill up the holes here in this chart. So 1045 is gonna be a level, 886 is gonna be a level. Let's see. 802 is interesting. And we can keep going, and all of these levels are going to be very good guidances on lower time frames. And if we get below all of that, I mean, honestly speaking, I'm looking at the bottom there again. Oh, Do got to zoom out here a bit. I want to have my level here, not here. And I think that's enough. If it does nuke below $5.78, I guess we got to drastically reassess this. Let's go to the 5-minute again. So this red candle, just the fact that it drops 10%, in my opinion, does not make that a buy because you're probably not low enough yet. And actually, very little volume on this big nuke. Let's see. 2K shares. Looks like we're making our way down. That's nice. I always prefer it when I see things nuke because I prefer to play from lower, not from higher. Good. This is probably not going to be a very long earnings stream though. I'm just really interested to see if we can make our way to these blue levels maybe in the next 5-10 minutes. And Sangoma looks like this is not moving at all, kind of to be expected. What else did have earnings today? Nothing that I really know of. And what is on the radar tomorrow? FedEx. Yeah, that's a serious company, of course. FedEx after hours. I think Bull is going to be covering that. Let me just go to this chart for a moment and see where we're at. And let's go to the monthly for FedEx. That's yeah, nice. Looks like Meta and so on. So for earnings tomorrow, if this thing can give a nuke to 265, that's an interesting level to play from. And then below that, I mean, these lows here, that's something to get some stops from under that. I will have my level lower down actually, 177. All right, I'm just gonna have a couple of levels here for FedEx. And no, I don't think that we come to 130, absolutely not. But I'll just keep that on there for if that would ever become relevant. Looks like we're struggling with the prior all-time high. That's going to be a level to get above, right? 299.71. Let's see. Yeah, would you look at that, right? All these wicks here. That's what we got to get above. Actually, this is very interesting. This would be a good level here, 265.57. If we could maybe see some chop tomorrow and then after hours see a huge teleportation down, that would be of interest. Also, quickly want to check on where Adobe is actually at. Good, still dwindling down. Still not long on that. That is excellent. Let's see. Looks like we're on our way to 468.93. I'm gonna just add that in there. Just because we're coming down doesn't make me bearish on this company. 468. Yeah, and if we go below that, we'll kind of reassess, but good. I'll have 468 now next up the line. Let's see, where are we at? So I remember covering earnings on this last week. So we've been sliding down ever since. That means that we're probably looking for this level right there. Good. I'm just going to keep that on my my radar. I'm looking to trade myself into this. This is I'm getting like Starbucks vibes, you know, where it nukes down, keeps going down lower, and then eventually grinds back up. But good. It's not really that interesting. Of course, this steel case. I'll just keep these levels on there. I'll give this one more view on the weekly for you both and for maybe the people on YouTube. Those are my levels. Basically all this liquidity here. And if we get below that to fill a fair value gap, to test an order block here or here, fill a fair value gap here, or come and test all the stops below that low. And if we ever go lower, then we'll have to look somewhere here. Nice. Okay, good. I'll keep this on my watch list. I think I'll update Duck about this. Good. it would be nice to come and test something actually below $10. Just kind of zooming out here. Looks like we've pumped a lot of volume, then went higher, and the volume is still high here, but already way significantly lower. And then all of this movement here is basically on way less volume. That is something to keep into consideration as well. That means that there's definitely a possibility to come to 886 here. There's no need to be too quick here with these blue levels, but maybe for a short-term bounce tomorrow between 10 and 11, that's possible. Actually, good. I'll put this on my watch list. SCS, right? Steel case. There we go. Good. Right. Let's give it one more look on the 5-minute here. I think that one big red candle will have set the tone for what is yet to come. But yeah, I'm also not gonna watch all these 5-minute candlesticks sprint here. That's not really a very efficient use of time. Good. Anyways, Porter and Dick, want to thank you for staying on here, giving me some audience, and to the people on YouTube as well. Whoever may find this video, I hope it will help with finding some of these good levels to play from. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow in the Discord. Many thanks and great job on your stream today, Porter. Really very epic. Think you should do that more. Awesome. Speak soon, people. Bye bye.